I wanna love you. BYT, pretty young thing, you need some loving. TLC, I don't care. And welcome back. Hi. Today, tell them what today's video is about.
Ooh, today we're gonna do sneaker restoration slash customization.
So if you guys are interested in customizing your kicks to whatever colors you want.
If you have a pair of sneakers that you don't really want to throw them out yet and you're just like, oh, they still have some life in them, I can't part. We're gonna show you some shit you can do to them so they look brand new.
So stay tuned for the awesome tutorial that we got for you.
So in this video, we'll be doing a sneaker customization of a Gel Light 5. That's what it looked like before, ugly, I know. So I'm going to start by taking out the laces to prep the area for painting. Then if you see these little fuzzy guys that are on the inside of a used sneaker, you get a straight razor and you scrape them out so it'll look brand new and not funky. Use your fingers to pull them out. It's nice and clean. So the cleaner we'll be using today is from Angelus, and you spritz it over the dirt. You get a toothbrush, preferably for the tough bristles, and you scrub. Scrub, scrub, and scrub some more. Keep scrubbing so it is nice and clean, and you wipe it down. Then you get yourself some rubber gloves, some industrial strength acetone, and a cloth, and then we're going to work on the midsole. You can even use a Q-tip to get in between the difficult spots. Then you want to grab some painter's tape or masking tape. I like to personally use a combination of the both just to get a more accurate line. And then you start masking off the difference between the midsole and the leather of the sneaker. Make sure you make it nice and tight and crisp, because when you take this off, it will make or break your final product. You can also use a X-Acto knife to crease in the tape so that your lines are nice and tight. So to dye the sole, we'll be using a RIT dye instead of paint because they're foam. I then take the dye and I add it to a small cup. First starting with the concentration of the dye and small bits of water until you get the color that you like. You combine it, mix it together, start painting until you've achieved the desired tint. Add layer by layer. Have patience, this takes a while. You will not achieve pitch black on the first try. Like I said, it's going to take a couple of layers. So between the drying and the painting, eventually you'll get there. Once the sole has dried, dust off any excess, clean up any edges, and we're going to grab a plastic bag and we're going to and we're going to cover the top of the shoe from the sole to make sure that any of the splatter from the galaxy part that we're about to do does not land on anything that you don't want it hitting. So again, we're going to get another toothbrush, and these are the colors that I chose for my galaxies, again by Angelus, and we're going to brush it very quickly onto the toothbrush, and using your thumb you're going to flick the colors one by one onto the sole. You do it in whatever layer you choose. This is just the order that I did it in, and go to town. Have fun. Create your galaxy. Once that's dried, you take the plastic bag off, and this is the fun part, you peel the tape in order to reveal your fly galaxy sole. Again, we're going to take our acetone and clean off any of the factory gloss, and now we get to paint whichever section however we like. Attention to detail is very important during this time because you do not want spilling or splattering or anything that's going to affect the final look. Now this particular color, I just added a bit of white to it because it's very translucent. So this is just to give it a little bit more oomph. Again, you want to take your time. You want to make sure your lines are crisp. You want to keep your hand very steady. Take your time, do the layers properly, do the colors properly, and I promise you, you will have a very good turnout. Color blocking is also something that is very important. You want to try maybe drawing it out first or doing something prior just so you can map it out and see if you actually agree with the color layout. My best advice is it's all about the edge work. Start from the edges, move on the inside, do those layers, attention to detail, attention to detail. Here I'm just adding a bit of silver to give it a sparkle in the back. It's not that big of a difference, but it's that little extra mile that makes the difference. And voila, here we go. The lace is on, got some jewels on the laces. And yeah, I hope you like the final product. I do. I hope you guys like the before and after. Shout out to Angelo for giving me these size God knows what shoes that made my hands look like
He's a tall guy.
He's a tall guy. It's a lot of shoes. It's a whole lot of shoes.
It's a whole lot of shoes.
But I'm pretty sure that you guys like the after because the before was like I couldn't let you walk out like that. No. I couldn't do it. Shout out to Angelus. You guys are a trusted brand. I love you guys. Other things that you can add to the sneakers, it doesn't have to just be paint. You can add texture, you can switch up the laces, you can add fabrics. There's a lot of things that you can do. Shout out to the sneaker world.
Thank you guys for watching. So make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share it with your friends. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, the Facebook page, like it, and just show us some love. Thank you guys. Mwah. Till next time. Give me a kiss.